After the last video, I got a request to make a tutorial on how to make a custom crafting recipe. Today, I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm here in our example Maven plugin, and I'm in the main class right now. So the first thing we'll have to do is actually grab the item that we're going to be modifying. Today I'm going to make a leather sword. I know it's kind of useless, but proof of concept. So in order to get the leather sword, we're going to be modifying a wooden sword. So to do that, first we have to get the wooden sword. So just create an item stack and call it item. And we'll initialize it like that. So now we have our wooden sword, and now we need to get the metadata of the wooden sword. So to do that, just make a new item meta object and call it meta. And we will get the item meta. So now meta is an object containing all the information about the wooden sword. And we can modify the meta object in order to modify the sword. So the first thing we'll do is we'll set the display name. So this is just the name that shows up in Minecraft. So to do that, just type meta and we'll set display name and we will call it leather sword, just like that. In this method you can use a lot of different things, like chat colors and other stuff. So now we have to apply the meta back to the item. So to do that, just call the set item meta method of item and we will pass in meta. So now we've applied the meta back to the item and now it's time to create our crafting recipe. So in order to do that, the first thing we need to do is create a namespaced key. And we will pass this and leather sword, just like that. So now it's time to create a shaped recipe. So to do that, just create a shaped recipe object, call it recipe, and we will initialize it, and we'll pass the key and the item. So now shaped recipe is an empty crafting recipe, but we still have to add the crafting recipe. So to do that, just call recipe.shape, and this method takes 3 strings, and each string corresponds to a row in the crafting table. So in order to set this to be a sword, we will have a space, L, and another space. So the spaces represent an empty space in the crafting table, and the L represents our leather. Now, this character can technically be anything you want it to be. I usually just have it be the first letter of the material, for example, L for leather. We will do the same thing for here. And for here, instead of L, we'll do S for stick. So now we've shaped our recipe, but the game still doesn't know what materials L and S mean. So we can tell it what materials they are by using recipe.setIngredient. Now the first argument will be a character, and we'll set that to L. We'll have that be leather. And we will set S to be a stick. So now we've created the recipe, and now we have to add it to our game. So to do that, just use the overarching bucket class and call its add recipe method, and we'll pass in recipe. So now our recipe is added to the game. So now we need to add it to the server. So now I'm in Minecraft, and I have the ingredients for our leather sword right here. So if we go into the crafting recipe and put the ingredients, we can see that it successfully crafted our leather sword. And now we can see that it even shows up in our crafting menu. So that's how to create custom crafting recipes in a Spigot plugin, and how to use it within Minecraft. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Like, subscribe, comment, etc. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.